Hello, and welcome to the 2-Bit Game Club's third episode of the ActRaiser Let's Play. I'm your host, Liam Gallagher. The 2-Bit Game Club is a club where we pick a game once a month and then play through it. It culminates with a podcast episode that's released on the first of every month. Okay, this is your opportunity to play the game along at home or watch my videos of it here and then send in your thoughts and comments about the game, about its plot, about its art, about its design, about the cool ideas. So, this is the third episode of the ActRaiser playthrough, so check those other two out if you haven't already, or if you want to start now, just as a brief explanation, we're playing as Ringalo right now. He's our sort of on-world representative of the Master, who's named Sir Biddy. We named him that, and we're trying to help the people of this world out so that they believe in us again, because evil has taken over, and we're going to do that in alternating simulation and platforming segments. So let's go to our Sky Palace. I don't think we need to truck around the Sky Palace right now, but this is fun. Oh man, zoom in for a close-up. Okay. Let's pick a fight. I forget the name of the monster in the castle, but Timothy and his friends are there, and we gotta save him. Because Timothy seems to be a troubled kid, but kinda alright. And his parents love him very much, and we're gonna give him a little help out here. Let's fight some monsters. All right, Sir Biddy, you must be above level 10 patience. The time is not right yet. Okay, so I think I've discovered something about the game accidentally, and that's that where you fight the monsters turns out to be key to where your Sky Palace is parked. Maybe you can go back to past levels. Anyhow, apparently we're not patience enough. But we have enough patience for Bloodpool. Sir Biddy, if we destroy the monsters in this area, people will no longer be scared of evil. Yeah, let's do it. So it's funny about how games kind of pick their vocabulary that way for various stats. Super Nintendo! I remember this effect from Star Fox. I think that's where I first saw it. But yeah, like, so every game has different language for stats, whether it's like, strength or constitution or fortitude or will or intelligence, or I guess in Earthbound they call it IQ. Okay, we're into the castle. It's quite a defense squad. We got some good sconces here. Sort of flaming reptile-ish thing. Blue goblin with a knife. I think those spikes probably hurt above me. Some platforming action here. Ooh, yeah, really though. We're really busting out all the old school platforming conventions. Ride that to the top. Oh, look at that beautiful moonlight. Oh man, this blobs. What happens if we go all the way to the top? Spike death, okay. Flying skull thing. Okay. I guess the elevator on this side is out of service. Who lives in these places anyways? Who has a castle designed to be like this? Okay, we're in some sort of dungeon thing. It's getting dark. It's getting lighter. Okay. So we can't, like, fall through the platform. So we have to do one of those. Oh, that was cheap. Come on, Quintet. Quintet is the name of the developer of this game. It was, oops. Oh no, spikes! It was published by Enix. But Quintet is the developer. They also did Soul Blazer, as well as ActRaiser 2. Oh man, die goblins. I guess I just kind of killed that guy out of spite. I won't be gooed again. The goo really took me by surprise last time. It's like whenever you encounter a new enemy, you need to like relearn, or I guess just learn for the first time. Its attack patterns and whatnot. Oh no! This castle's in shambles. It needs a restoration for sure. If we can get ActRaiser to, wow, that went right through my head. Maybe my head is fireproof. If we can get the Master to get the Bloodpool Castle declared as a heritage site, maybe we can get some public funding in order to restore this. Because certainly it seems to be... I mean, like, the whole place is... Whoa! Super arms! Man, these monsters have cooler powers than we do. We just have high. Super arms, no! Man, super arms is terrifying. So we seem to... Oh, man, electricity in a flooded pool? That seems dangerous. So underscore, we seem to have 2 scrolls. I think maybe that's our, like, magic uses. Man, those guys are a pain in the ass. Oh, man! They knew we were coming. Ah! Poor master. Okay, we don't have to start from the beginning. It's fine by me. Yeah, so they really upped the ante here, difficulty-wise. They're pulling a lot of the familiar platforming tricks. Lots of spike traps. Spike traps are inherently harder than not spike traps. The enemies are also have more frame rate. Have more sophisticated attack patterns and various skills. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with the super arms. He can attack up. He's got a forward tilt attack. But yeah, like, this is good. I like this. We're raising the difficulty level. That platform heading down is interesting. It might be used coming up here, but as it is, you can actually make the jump without the platform. Oh, testing your timing. Yeah, so there it is. Oh man. Yeah, there's a globe up there that the down elevator takes you to. So I'm thinking maybe that there's a life there, which is how I prevent myself from getting wiped on this dungeon. So this is the first time I've played any of this material. Not Fireproof Feet, though. So I'm experiencing it anew, which is part of why I'm getting trounced. But that's fine. I mean, one of the things about Let's Plays is they're like an authentic representation of what playing the game is. And I'm not a really big fan of a lot of edits with these sorts of programs. One thing is it's time intensive for me, but I think it also doesn't necessarily show the game better. It might turn it into like a glossier form of entertainment, which is cool. But part of the reasons why we do these videos for the 2-Bit Game Club, yeah, we got a life, so that's good, is to give the listener at home, oh right, that jumping thing, the listener at home who maybe doesn't necessarily have access to these titles, the opportunity to get as close to experiencing them as they're able. Yeah. Oh, man. Goblins have wings now. Oh, okay. We see we've got a portcullis here, preventing us from backtracking. Oh, man. Bad timing, me. Bad timing, Goblin. So I like how in his animation he doesn't have like a moving forward in swing. I guess, yeah. It's the same if you're standing still. 1, 2, 3. I guess it's fine. 9,000. Oh, hand. So you got to jump, hand guy. We're in a little rough shape. We only got 2 ticks of health left. I don't know where the boss is going to be. Ah, classic. Receding platforms. And they've got a few, thank you, nicety. Oh, it's like that one. Just trying to describe the platform that I landed on. Yeah, a little nice health. Man. So, okay. Clearly, the designers of this game do not hate the player. They certainly like people like me who are trying to do a let's play in a period of time that isn't punishing. Right, there's no down attack. I keep on expecting him to control like Lonk does, say like in Smash Bros, where he's got like a sword spike, but he does not. Okay, this is the boss. It's a wizard. Okay, fuck this guy. So, and then lightning. So that's not good. That's not good. So we got a bunch of Haws in, but I don't know what I'm doing yet. So he's gonna get me. I don't know the solution here. So too fast. So do we go after the lightning? Seems pretty quick. Okay. If we go too soon, we get lightninged. So we gotta go. There we go, the orbs. 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 Okay. So if I stand still, he just keeps on doing the orbs. If he does the lightning, we can get him for one. I don't know how close we need to be, though. I think we also have a fireball now, because I didn't blow them when trying to figure out what the button to control them was. But this seems to be working okay. It's not glamorous, but we didn't get into this for the money, right, guys? We didn't start ActRaising for the party. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, so I'm invincible while using the fireball. Okay, this is a development. Now he's a wolf man. Okay, we're boned. Man, again, it's like, I wish we had those kinds of magic powers. Like, the boss of this thing is both a magician and like a wolf man. We're like, we're completely outclassed. We're definitely not the hero of this story. Okay, so we might end up replaying this level a bunch, guys. I'm so sorry. But there is no conveniently placed one-up, especially if I just keep on getting plowed. Yeah. That was interesting. He did 3 lightnings, but we only heard 2 sound effects. Ah, I'm so stupid. Okay. Come on. Oh, we only have 1 firebolt left. It's so mean that they don't stay between lives. Too late. Okay, go up top. Go up top. I missed. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Pew! Up top. Come on, do it. 1, 2, 3. Ha! So a lot of times I think about these things in terms of music because that's my background. But I take the rhythm of the lightning, and then I press jump on the 3rd lightning strike. 1, 2, jump, swing. Of course, I didn't swing there. That's the idea. That's how I play the games. This guy's a jerk, and I hate him. We're outclassed. We need better weaponry. We need like a howitzer. I always wish that in these games, like, right, there's a point after which you've already jumped that you can no longer swing your sword. But yeah, I always wish that you would just be like wandering through the woods in a game like this, and then just like find a handgun, and for the rest of the game, like you just like swinging your Glock around like gangster style, and just like icing goblins. It just gets so frustrating. I can't seem to attack anymore. 1, 2, jump. Swing. Yeah, we got him. Okay. So he's gonna turn into the Wolfman soon. Which is bad for us. I haven't figured out how to fight him. And we only have half of a master left. My master is at 50%. Got one in there. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I jumped too soon. Jump, swing. We only have 37 seconds left to beat the werewolf, witch, wizard, warlock guy. Man, this guy has it all. I mean, well, I shouldn't say it all. He is a castle, but it isn't a floating castle. So we got that on him. I guess the master and exhibit had a crossover at some point, so we're gonna get toasted. Pimp my sky palace. Time up. Killed by a stopwatch. Oh, that was too bad, Sir Biddy. But I know you'll never give up. I will watch for your gallant return once you have defeated the monsters. I wonder if there's a way to, like, grind previous levels. We had talked about that before, that you might be able to go back. So let's test it out. So okay, apparently it is letting me go back to the monster shrine circle thing in Fillmore. So we'll see what happens when I get there. Oh, so it's different here now. So this is Act 2. This is funny. All this stuff hidden. Ah! Evil bat. This would have been interesting to know. I wonder if we were supposed to come here all along. And just, like, no one told me. We're discovering lots of things about this game today. Okay, so those bats are kind of cool. Oh no! Where did that mud creature get a knife from? Alright, it's a cool waterfall. We're just going for a dip. There's a gross grub thing. It's interesting that the gross grub thing was not in the dirt. Oh, I guess those guys are. The first thing that looked like an actual work of civilization was the first thing covered by insects. Okay, those take 3 hits, and they seem to have a few points of articulation in terms of their aim. This is interesting. This level seems to have branching paths. It looks like we could have also explored the area below us. So that's new for this game. So far, all the levels have been linear. Ah! I forgot that that wasn't a background tile. Okay, what do we got here? We got 1,000 crown. We've got Pew Pew guy. Cool, evil eyes in the background. The giveaway, I dig that. Don't fall any spikes. The waterfall is cool. Transparency effect. Those are new to the Super Nintendo, right? Showing off multiple layers. In this day and age, like, transparency effects are just sort of like the fact of the matter. But this was a new technology at the time. So that's fun to see it being showed off here in this level. Oh man, this is the jumping huck. Okay, so he'll go down. We'll swing 3 times. We'll fall down this pit. So we'll fall down this other pit. This guy looks like I don't like him. Magic. Oh man, I die here today. Okay. So it looks like I missed a lot of cool stuff. That's fine. We might be able to come back. We might not. Okay, I have a different time limit for this room than the last room. It's interesting. This looks like some Castlevania stuff right there. Okay. They sort of drool marbles, which I can attack and explode, of course, because everything explodes. Can that thing shoot down at me? Doesn't seem like it'll shoot directly down. Okay, so we've got to go back and forth. I don't know. Yeah, they seem to be on some sort of timer. Unlike Castlevania, this game doesn't have crosses because they were all removed in the North American localization. Localization, not the same thing as censorship. Since, when was ActRaiser put out? 1989? No, that's way too early. I should have that tip of my tongue. 1989 is like NES era. That's like your 8 bits. We have twice as many bits as that in this game. Okay. This castle, I guess this isn't a castle. Where even are we? We're in a hole in the ground beneath Fillmore. I mean, this would give me nightmares too if I found this in my basement. We gotta make it. We gotta make it. There's gotta be life. Oh, please, please, please. Yes! Oh, okay. Okay, so there's colored ones in the sky. Yeah, so I mean, like, how do you tell? Oh, he goes away for good. How do you tell which spikes are gonna fall? They are colored differently. So we had 90 seconds. Yeah. So, okay, we got a new boss now. Whoa, what is happening? Okay, this is a Minotaur. So maybe this was Minotaurus. Maybe we accidentally went and did the blood pool stuff out of sequence. Which is why... So I gotta jump, I guess. Spam seems to be working, though. Okay, so that was Minotaurus. Minotaurus was a Minotaur. Like... Okay, so... Each area takes place in 2 acts, we've learned. And you're meant to play them back to back. But it was gonna let me. Interesting. Interesting choices, Quintet. That's very cool. Sir Biddy, I know it's unexpected, but our people in Fillmore have something to tell you. Listen to us! Master Fillmore is now rid of all monsters. Sadly, one person was affected by the monster's curse and has just passed away. Right before he passed, though, it sounds like prophecy. He was heard to say, "I was finally able to be of some help to the people of Fillmore. With the elimination of all the monsters, we can now control the town by ourselves." Yes, check. So, people, visit other lands and make them as peaceful as our town. Fillmore. There are other people praising you outside of the shrine. Nice. I know this is unexpected. Oh, I've come to expect it, Ringalo. My master! I inform you that a scroll was found in the woods east of here. We present it to you as an offering. Please accept our gift. Okay, let's go find that scroll. Man, they're doing some sort of, like, ritual out front. Alright. Town under construction. How do I bring up the menu again? There we go. Direct people. Listen to us. Miracles. Offerings. Take an offering. Source of magic. We have the following to offer this year. Nice. I have another mana point, so I can do more fireballs, which is going to be handy. That's interesting. They said a person died, which is sad. I mean, any loss of life is tragic, but it's given that there was a gigantic red thong wearing action star Minotaur living in a hole in the beneath your village. One death is actually pretty good, guys. I mean, it could have been way worse. When's the funeral? We got to write an epitaph for the one person in Fillmore who died. He died as he lived, on top of a Minotaur wearing a red thong. Okay. Well, this has been bizarre. We set off to do one thing, but accomplished another. So I guess, like, there's more action platforming than I realized there was. I wonder if this is going to change anything when we get to Blood Pool. Observe the people, Ringalo. People are still sad. I don't know. You know, I almost want to, like, go like this, go mouse over and get a tooltip and have it tell me what the sad face means. Also, that gives away that this is not a completely legit copy of ActRaiser. It's available on the Wii Virtual Console, though, and I also hear there's a very, very bad port of it for mobile devices. So wherever possible, you should support the developers of games, because otherwise the games you like just wouldn't exist. As a game dev myself, and also as a gamer myself, I appreciate that games are expensive, but they don't get made unless you pay for them. You know, it's like roads. So if you like having a place to drive, you should pay for roads. If you like having games to play, you should pay for games. Preaching aside, I have purchased a virtual copy of this game. Obviously we're not playing it now because this is an emulated copy. And while that is definitely still a legally dubious position, you know, I think the best practice is to support where possible and to comply with any requests given to you by developers. So, it doesn't look like Bloodpool has changed at all, so maybe we can listen to the people. Something dreadful has occurred. A monster appeared from the old castle. Right, so that's all the stuff about Timmy that we learned. Do you have offerings for me? Wheat, yes. Wheat, right? Not rice. Wheat. Is there a happiness miracle? People like earthquakes, right? That should make them happy. We're 20 points away from being able to earthquake again. Sir Biddy's almost got his groove back. Okay. Well, then maybe that means we can go visit another town. No one inhabits this area yet. So I figure if we did other events out of sequence, it might be possible to do more events out of sequence. So nobody lives there anymore. So this is a crock. I was told that the inhabitants of the world needed me again. But it turns out, like, there were none. Oh, Moses, let my people. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, this is the entire population of the world right now. We're sky palacing above it. Yeah. Okay, I think we do have to take on the monster Bloodpool now. I'm interested though. What if I try to fight the monsters again? Okay, they're already all gone. Now only people live there. What? I can't demand that my citizens hold up a champion to do one-on-one combat with their god? I thought I got to make the rules around here. Alright, let's have another hack at this castle. I don't know if my patience went up. Maybe I wasn't patient enough. I got more magic points. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that there's a bunch of, like, under-the-hood stats in this game. There's certainly, like, under-the-hood plot points. Like, maybe I just didn't catch it. Maybe I was too busy listening to myself talk when they explained very obviously where the next boss was. So, I mean, maybe I should be throwing the developers Quintet a bit of a bone here, but it feels funny. So, did I go all the way down here last time? No. Well, I did this time. Okay, it seems like there's a branching path down there to the left. Let's see what we can discover. It's a fireball. That's useful. We can fireball the boss an additional time, as long as I don't accidentally hit the A button between now and then. Slimes. And that's gonna kill me, so we're gonna jump down. I wonder if at any point you get new equipment for the master. So far we've gotten getting spells and things like rice. I mean, I guess when you have to govern a people, rice is a big deal, right? Rice is nice. It you can feed people, and I mean people deserve to eat. I want my subjects to be happy. Can I jump up? No. But you know what you can grow instead of rice for a third of the amount of water but the same amount of nutrition? Millet. File that away, master. In the requests, the tips, the comment box. Alright, we're gonna spare that goblin. He's done us no harm. We're gonna rule the land of ActRaiser as though we were Julius Caesar. We enforce the law brutally, but take every opportunity to extend clemency possible. Julius Caesar, Emperor of Bloodpool. So if I recall correctly, there's just a super hand over there, so we're not gonna bother with them. This guy's gonna try to flank me. I can jump up there. Electric water, super hand. So you gotta draw the super hand attack out before you can jump. Super skull, super electricity, super jump. Okay, super spikes with a super elevator on a super chain. Super chain 64. So I already lost a life to falling. So this life is going to be important to get. Man, the ceiling on this castle must be so high. I wonder who owned it. I wonder who did own this castle. Yeah, see, can't control my momentum anymore at that point. So somebody built it, and then apparently everyone died. Yeah, there's a... Oh, and they come back. See, but I want the life, especially because I need it after I've wasted this one trying to get it. So, like, some eccentric billionaire was like, I want a castle with crazy elevators. Or maybe... That's interesting. You can jump in such a way that you don't lose your air control. And you can also in the wrong direction a bunch of times. I'm so bad at ActRaiser, guys. I apologize. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if someone was like, hey Liam, do you want to live in this eccentric castle on a lake filled with blood? I would say yes, because the housing market in Toronto is screwed up right now. But I don't know if somebody said, hey Liam, me and you, we're going to design the ideal castle, that it would end up looking like anything like this. But it's hard to say. Maybe as I was thinking before, maybe the slimes in the interim have renovated. Maybe they've really spruced the place up in the absence of its first owner. Maybe they're in like a flipping type situation where they just like bought this ridiculous property on the cheap in order to sell it for a return. Oh, that was so close. It's interesting, the blob didn't respawn that time. Okay, I've got full health. I guess I'm gonna give it one more jump to try to get the life. Yeah, I'm so bad at video games, guys. More like 0-bit game club. Alright, I'm just gonna move on this time. I got full health. That's as good of a life as you can get. I don't have full health though, so I'm gonna grab it. Yes! I did it. It turns out all I needed was just the inspiration. It turns out the extra life was in the hearts of boys and girls everywhere in America. Man. Alrighty. Here's this new mob, flying blue guy. I wonder what it's like, eating in the mess hall. Because if you're a blue goblin without wings, like, I'm sure you know it. I wonder if those gargoyle-like guys are actually like living and sentient and can move around, but just choose not to. These are the things I wonder about while playing through these kinds of games. These platforming segments feel nice. They feel right. I don't know if that makes sense, but they feel like I expect them to, and they have a sort of a crispness to them. That's working for me. I'm gonna pick that up as a good thing. The backgrounds are all really nice. I like the rich textures. Oh, can I knife the arm of the super arm? Okay, lightning squad, alpha strike. So we want to go lightning. 1, 2, jump, swing. Lightning 2, jump. Oh, I screwed it up. Pew. 1, 2, jump. Oh. Guys, I'm so bad. Oh, hey, look at that. All the little platforms are being held up by what looks like wolfy statues. It was some foreshadowing. 3, swing. I think part of it might be my high-quality Nintendo authentic brand USB SNES controller. And when I say Nintendo authentic brand, that's actually the brand of it. It's called Nintendo Authentic. That's how you know it's real. It's because it says so on the packaging. Man, who needs frame rate, right? So it's interesting thinking about the big battle over frame rate that exists in today's games, and thinking about it in perspective with 16-bit video games, which there are titles that do experience frame rate drops. Like a pretty famous example is Earthbound, where I don't know what's going on there, but sometimes the screen just gets packed with sprites, and Ness and Paula and gang just like really jitter around. And it's not an issue in that game because it's not an action game. It's you're just walking around the map, so it's no big deal. But obviously in a platforming action game like this, 1, 2, jump, swing, it does impact your ability to play the game. But I think generally more is made out of frame rates than really matters. I mean, there's an interesting parallel in the film world where you have like motion blur from the frame rates that cinema cameras are set to, because they're set slow enough in terms of their frames per second that you can still see motion blur in the frames, right? It doesn't look like real life. But if you can see movies that are shot at frame rates higher than that, oftentimes they... Okay, beast mode. I'm gonna have to tell this story later. Gonna try to get in there for some early Haas. Okay, shoot him with fire. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so... No! My early lead. Fire. Fire, please! Yes! Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. I seem to have forgotten myself. Those fireballs do a lot of damage. But yeah, so a good example is The Hobbit, where, or rather The Lord of the Rings, where they shot versions of that film at a higher frame rate, and it just doesn't look like a movie. It looks weird and strange, even though because of the higher frame rate is a literally more faithful capturing of what was actually in front of the camera. So frame rate is one of those funny things where it's not just a more is better technology thing. It's a legitimate aesthetic consideration, like it's a part of the medium. Alright, Cerbidi. I know it's unexpected, but other people in Bloodpool have something to tell you. I wonder if this is a translation thing. Like, why would I be so surprised? This is like the 20th time. It's just like, I'm sure the master's got a pager that's always going off. My master, We no longer have monsters here in Bloodpool. Yeah, well, you know, I do what I can. My son, Teddy, who I was accidentally calling Timmy, has returned from the old castle, carrying a precious scroll. Woo! We present the scroll to you as an offering. Please accept it. Thank you very much for taking care of us, my master. We can now look after ourselves. Please help make other lands as peaceful as Bloodpool. Well, I would love to. Sir Biddy, I know it's unexpected, but people in Bloodpool have something to tell you. Right. My master, it may sound strange to you, but please hear our plea. Our people have become bitter and selfish. Well, we have so many quarrels and fights. I'm afraid I worked them too hard in building our town and have caused them too much stress. Okay, so I'm talking to like the mayor. I guess there's two people: the mayors, the Biumvirate. My master, have you anything that will calm the people? I can send you a calming earthquake. Oh man, look at these swords. People are sorting it up in this house. I honestly don't know. Use an offering. So we've got a bomb. I'll give you a pacifying bomb. Yeah, I've changed my mind. Wow, the castle's straight up gone. So that answers one of the next questions I was going to put aloud, which was, that level seemed to have a number of branching paths. And I was wondering if maybe they just all ended up in the same spot. And yeah, so it was just like you had to fight different enemies in order to get to the end to fight the boss, Werewolf Wizard Man. But I guess I can't know because the castle blew up. Or it doesn't even look like it blew up. It's just plumb gone. Teddy was really thorough with the cleanup. Or maybe it's like one of those camo tarps. The U.S. reservists are down there, making sure that Ringolo the Angel can't see them. All right, jokes aside, we got to figure out how to save these people from each other. Apparently, 576 is our population. I thought I saw it go down, but I might just be tricking my eyes. Okay. How about making it rain? People love money. Okay, that didn't seem to work. What else we got? We could try to give them lightning in a bottle. That's another pun. Yeah. Sort of nothing happened. Maybe it's similar to like things were in Fillmore, where there's secretly another aspect to the level. Like there's a second act, right? We're raising them. We take the number of acts, and then we're gonna raise it. So let's try to figure that out. Let's go to our Sky Palace. Maybe there's like a Sky Palace research tech tree. Ooh, star magic. I wonder what that even does. Oh, sorry for yawning, guys. Magical stardust. Well, I'm on board. Countless shooting stars will rain down on your enemy. I assume countless is a manner of speech. So I've already destroyed all the monsters in the area. Now only people live here. So maybe we can go visit a new realm of the earth. No one lives in the desert. Actios. No one lives there. So we've got to appease these people somehow. It's interesting. I'll try further south. There's like the one I couldn't pronounce. Marahna. So no one lives anywhere. Okay. These things happen. There's no monsters. So what can I do to make the people happy? What can I do to make them love me? It looks like... I'm sorry to be yawning. Looks like they won't build, so they can't build themselves some happiness. I mean, they've got all this great recreation on this lake. Like, you think that would help? Direct the people. Right. Is there anything... Sorry to just gloss through that. I'm gonna go back. Fights. Anything that will calm the people. Anything. We just need anything. You'll be calmed by the miracle of wind! It shall blow your problems away. That is not working. Okay, let's press every button. Source of magic. Wheat. Okay, people seem to be more upset. Or maybe the bubbles are just moving around. People seem to be more upset up here. I wonder if that's relevant. This is becoming a very thrilling end to this episode of the 2-Bit Game Club's Let's Play of ActRaiser. I think I'm going to end it there rather than to leave this game with just 35 minutes of me going, I don't know. I'm not sure. And then making some really bad gag about boating. So, I'm going to leave you there. Next time, maybe let's go boating. And for the 2-Bit Game Club, I've been Liam Gallagher. This is the 3rd episode of the Let's Play program of ActRaiser. Make sure to join in the commentary and the discussion on our Facebook page or on Twitter. That's facebook.com/2bitgameclub with the number 2, as well as @2bitgameclub with the number 2. We're on SoundCloud. Obviously, we're on YouTube. It's probably where you're viewing this now. I can't imagine you viewing it elsewhere. Like, the idea of somebody pirating this is just insane. Seeing as how it's already free and worthless. Yeah, drop us a line. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you got stuck in various weird areas, or if some of the things that just seemed obvious to me when I played it didn't seem obvious to you and you got stuck, and maybe how this thing that I'm stuck on now was just obvious to you. We learn more by working together.